Okay, hi everyone. My name is Jennifer and I'm here from Sunstone Management. I am so glad to see all of you here today at our Sunstone University. If you're new to the Sunstone community, this is an exclusive educational series that we host for the purpose of creating a strong, vibrant, and knowledgeable community with early stage investors, founders, and partners like you. So we have a whole roster of great speakers for you today. And our very first one is the amazing CEO, John Kaiser, who's here to impart with you some entrepreneurial words of wisdom.
Thank you, Jennifer, and thank you for everybody who is joining us today. This hopefully is just one of many monthly activities, opportunities, and our of course, education series to build this incredible university-based entrepreneurial ecosystem in the state of California. Sunstone, as you know, has a donor-advised fund. This is a charitable fund that is giving approximately $500,000 per year now to universities and university-based programs that create access to entrepreneurial technical assistance, competitions, training programs, community building activities. And our goal really is to really support the next generation of amazing California entrepreneurs that are coming through our incredible publicly funded university system. As we know, there's about 23 CSUs and 10 UCs that we're engaged with now, about 33 universities with over 750,000 students. And many of those students like you are going to lead the California economy as entrepreneurs and owners of companies that do amazing things. So we want to be involved with you and support you. And thank you to our group today who is going to be talking about their journey and the challenges and opportunities that they've learned along the way. But with that, my name is John. I'll be here with you over the next couple of years, of course, and love to see where we can take this. Back to you, Jennifer.
Thank you, John. So now we have a fantastic group of entrepreneurs. Our next one is CEO of TrustCard. He is very well versed in business operations, from product development and manufacturing and sales and account management. Let's welcome to the stage Edmund Wong.
Hi, Jen. Thanks. Hey, everybody. How are you? My name is Edmund Wong, and a little bit about myself. I was born in Hong Kong, and then I immigrated to Toronto, Canada. Grew up in Toronto, and but ever since I was young, I've always been entrepreneurial driven, and I always wanted to start my own business, and I wanted to do something different than everybody else. I got my undergraduate degree at the University of Western Ontario. Now it's called Western University, at the Ivy Business School there. And also I got my MBA at UCI Palmer School of Business. And ever since then, I've been an avid entrepreneur, investor, and advisor. So entrepreneurship. So what people always ask me, Edmund, what does entrepreneurship mean to you? And to me, I think I could sum it up in two words, right? The first one is freedom. So I think being an entrepreneur allows me to think out of the box and do what I'm passionate about, right? So the freedom to think out of the box, to think differently, and the freedom to follow my passion. And the second one is impact. So whether it's making impact on people's lives through your product or service as an entrepreneur, and in doing so, hopefully making an impact on the greater community around me as well. And so those are two things I think when I think of entrepreneurship. So something I think about a lot, and a lot of people forget, is that being an entrepreneur just isn't about a one-track career. It also means to give back by creating an innovative product to improve people's lives, and by doing something that no one's ever done before or ever heard of before. Because having entrepreneurial mindset means having the drive and the discipline and the creativity for progress. So a lot of you are entrepreneurs out there or want to be entrepreneurs, and I wanted to talk about what really makes an entrepreneur successful, right? So there are a few things, at least to me, these are the few things that I think help make an entrepreneur successful. First one is adaptability, right? You need to be able to adapt to things that change throughout your entrepreneurial journey, whether it's a you need to pivot, product pivot, or something happens, you need to be adaptable. 2 is flexibility. It goes along with adaptability. 3 is following your passion and having motivation. That really drives you. It's not really about the money, right? It's about your passion for what you're doing. And if you follow your passion and motivation, that will really help you get to be successful. Fourth thing is good communication skills. So communication is both listening and speaking. 5th thing is innovative thinking. So definitely think outside the box. You need to do that as an entrepreneur. 6 is being very patient because things take time. And 7, I think the thing for me, 7 is definitely being goal oriented. So having your eye on the ball, following your vision, that's very important. Now, I wanted to impart on you some entrepreneurial tips that have been successful for me. So the first one is to be resilient, right? So no matter what happens, just keep on going for it, keep pushing. Every day is going to be different. You're going to have difficult days, easy days, fun days, not so fun days. So keep on working at it, and you'll get there. 2 is be 100% customer experience focused, right? So I can't tell the entrepreneurs that I mentor, I'm fortunate enough to mentor and speak with, that one thing, if anything, one thing that's helped me to be successful as an entrepreneur is to be customer experience focused. Really listen to your customer, try to get them what they need and what they want, and they'll love you for it. 3 is to have good systems, processes, and structure. Without systems, processes, and structure, you're never going to scale, and you're probably going to fail. 4 is definitely ask for help. So you'll be surprised, a lot of people are willing and able to help you, so just ask. 5 is find a good mentor, and they're invaluable. Anyways, I've been president of a large surf, skate, snow apparel company, and I've done VC and founded an angel investor group as well. And I had a successful exit from an ed tech platform as well. But I think my greatest honor is to be able to give back to the UCI and Southern California innovation and entrepreneurship community as an advisor and a mentor to all to a diverse set of students and entrepreneurs, and hopefully help them fast track to success through my knowledge, experience, and network. So what am I doing now? So as Jen mentioned, I recently partnered with Sunstone Trust, which is a California chartered trust bank and a sister company of Sunstone Management, to co-found and start a company called TrustCard. So what is TrustCard? TrustCard is a fintech company focused on the $96 trillion wealth management industry. Essentially, it's a white label co-branded credit card for independent registered investment advisors that provides their high net worth clients with and ultra not high net worth clients with liquidity on their portfolio of assets in the form of a credit line, including previously illiquid assets like venture funds. It's currently in stealth mode, and you don't really see much out there right now. In fact, my LinkedIn, I haven't even changed that yet, but you'll hear more news on TrustCard soon. In any case, feel free to reach out to me. I'll leave my contact info in the chat, and let me know how I can help. Thanks.
Great, thank you so much. So Edmund shared a whole bunch of entrepreneurial tips, and like he said, you can definitely find that information in the chat. We want to be here as a resource for budding entrepreneurs. So any sort of questions, any sort of mentorships, other resources you're seeking, Edmund is here to help. Okay, and our next speaker is the startup Noveil. For those of you who aren't aware, Noveil was the grand prize winner of the Stella Zhang New Venture Competition at UCI. And that's a huge deal. They beat out 80 plus startups. It was a 7-month-long competition process. And without further ado, let's welcome the co-founders, Michael and Kendrick.
Hey everybody, my name is Michael.
Hello guys, I'm Kendrick.
Awesome, and we are the Noveil team. So, I'm pretty sure y'all wondering, what is Noveil? Well, before I can tell you that, is there an echo by the way? Okay, good. Before I can tell you that, let me share a story with you. Back in our dorm room at UCI, my friends and I were all using popular dating apps. And to be frank, we're not getting the best results. Our experience were plagued with serious issues. There were too many profiles, too many fake profiles. Everything was just so superficial. The success rates of a relationship were very low. And most importantly, women did not feel safe meeting someone in person they met online. So being the young, ambitious guys we are, we decided to change this. We inherently knew that our solution to this problem needed to be one that made online dating a safer experience, that brought it more like a real-world interaction, that eliminated the possibility for fake profiles, and that allowed women the opportunity to use their intuition when vetting a partner so they would be more comfortable moving forward. And we designed this specifically for Generation Z young adult college students because they were the ones that suffered the most of these problems. From here, we came up with what is now known as Noveil, a video-first dating platform that allows users to speak with someone before they match with them. Think about Zoom for dating. On top of this, in order to better understand our product, I'll give you a walkthrough. So let's say Kendrick is in college and he's having trouble meeting girls. It's just an example though, Kendrick. We know you're a ladies' man. But anyway, he signs up, answers a few questions about preferences, then is presented with one option: start dating. From there, our back-end algorithm uses machine learning to find a good match for him. The two of them are then immediately placed in a 3-minute video call and provided 2 icebreakers to stimulate the conversation. After the call, if they like each other, it's a match. They can now message each other and eventually meet in person. Now, this is Noveil on the surface, but at its core, Noveil is a dating platform that gets results. And to prove this, we've tested this concept and our software with over 700 real people and got a 94% satisfaction rate. So to put it short, people really enjoy our product. Our business model is simple: $8.99 monthly subscription for the premium version of our product. And with our target demographic being college students, there's an untapped market of 15 million people in the US alone who will benefit from our product. Our go-to-market strategy is predominantly social media, where we create our own content to promote our product and our brand. We did a test run early this year and we got pretty good results. Tens of thousands of views per video, with some videos even reaching over 1,000 likes. So I think it's safe to say we got the attention of our prospective users. As of now and moving forward, we're focusing on 3 major things: recruiting 1 or 2 more team members to make sure that we have the core group that we need to grow this to the scale that we want to; developing the next iteration of our product, which is our mobile app. Right now we have an MVP and it's a web application; and getting accepted into Accelerator so we can join a network of other successful entrepreneurs, ambitious entrepreneurs, and learn more about how to execute on our mission, because we believe in startups, execution is key, as well as learning about the growth process of startups in general. So that's our story. We are now open for questions. Those are some of our happy customers, by the way.
Jen, should we go to the...
Yeah, and so thank you. Let's move on to the next section, which is our founder interview. And I'm going to pass the torch to my colleague, Lloyd. He is an advisor at Sunstone Management. So Lloyd basically knows all the secrets behind money and investments and all those numbers. Take it away, Lloyd.
Thank you, Jen. That's very nice. Hello, everybody. My name is Lloyd. I am an advisor here at Sunstone Management. Well, first, congratulations on winning the Stella Zhang New Venture Competition. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there myself, so I guess my first question is, how big was the prize? How much money did you win?
The prize was very substantial. We we won $10,000 for being first place in our track, which was consumer services, and then another $20,000 for the grand prize of winning the whole thing. So $30,000 total. Definitely a great start to our first angel fundraising round.
That's an awesome number. So my follow-up question to that is, how do you plan on using that?
So far, we've decided to put all the money in our business bank account, and we have a budget already of use of proceeds. So we're going to spend a small amount on the next iteration of our product, because most of our engineering, all of our engineering really, is in-house. Business supplies, marketing, branding. We have a pretty cool marketing campaign that we're cooking up in the next couple of weeks. So just everything business oriented.
Cool. Aside from the money that your team won, what are the other benefits do you feel have come from winning and your overall participation in the competition?
Wow, that's a great question. I would say two big ones. One, the recognition. We were able to, a lot of people now recognize our brand, they know who we are, they're familiar with what we do, and then they kind of take us a little more serious, and that's great because we were very serious about this from the beginning. So getting our name out there and getting a W under our belt is definitely great. Also, we were able to just meet everybody in the competition. I didn't know with so many young, ambitious entrepreneurs within the UCI ecosystem of startups. So I'm actually right here at the Wayfinder Lab right now. And we've built like a lot of great relationships with the other participants, and we share resources, give each other advice, and work together to all become successful.
Great. This is exactly what Sunstone is trying to do. Sunstone is building a vibrant and active entrepreneurial community of students, entrepreneurs, and investors. How do you see yourselves as a part of this community? And then how will you mentor others exploring this path, like many here today?
Okay. When I think about entrepreneurship communities in general, especially Sunstone, which is one of the better ones that I've at least got introduced to, I don't think about what I can get. I think about how we can contribute. So I like that last part of your question of how to mentor others. There's actually a young guy I'm working with that he's just starting his entrepreneurial journey. And I know we're nowhere close to success, in my opinion, but we're farther along than, say, somebody else. So just showing them some of the behind the scenes stuff that we did and sharing some of the resources, and maybe software, websites, advisors that they can speak with to help them speed up the process and get to where we're at even faster. But again, just to sum it up, we want to contribute to the community as much as possible. We definitely believe that it takes a village to create a unicorn. And so working in the community is great, but you got to give first before you expect to get anything.
Yeah. And I wanted to add on that we kind of saw the same problem that Sunstone's trying to fix, where entrepreneurs are kind of separated and kind of doing their own thing currently, especially young entrepreneurs right out of college. So we were looking to build just some kind of avenue when we went to Discord to build a community of just other founders in the area, because dealing with this is like most of our fresh experience as entrepreneurs, and we don't have maybe a lot of entrepreneurs in our network. So just having other people that are going through the same problems as we are and being able to reach out to them is just a huge positive for us.
Awesome. It's beautiful to hear that you guys are all also helping others, and we can always define as what other things Sunstone can offer to make this even a better place. And I guess my last question before I turn it back to Jennifer is there anything that you listened to or you've read that you would recommend to your entrepreneurs, fellows to check out?
Yeah, I have three big ones, and then Kendrick could probably share. Well, actually four. So 2 books, The Lean Startup. I think a lot of people forget the fundamentals or never learn them. So Lean Startup is great. Also, there's a book called Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. And that's great because it talks mainly about just going all in on your dreams, because part-time work is going to get you part-time success. So that's as far as the books. As far as, can you repeat the first half of the question again?
Oh no, it's just what are the things that you listened or what are the books that you read that you feel?
Oh, yeah, excuse me. Okay, yeah, I got my train of thought. So 2 things on YouTube. The Y Combinator videos. Those are definitely great. And the Harvard iLab videos. They have some pretty great speakers that come and they break things down in a very digestible format. I learned a lot about venture capital and go-to-market strategy for those, especially. Anything you want to add, Kendrick?
Yeah. Like Mike said, we used those Y Combinator YouTube videos like as our Bible as we were going through this competition. A book I would recommend is by Peter Thiel, 0 to 1, and Peter Thiel being the co-founder of PayPal, one of the first major investors in Facebook. I'd say he knows a little bit about what it takes to build a successful business. So he got to have something good in that book.
Great. All right. Those are my questions. Thank you again. Let me turn this back to Jennifer.
Thank you guys. Yeah, I love
Thank you.
those books, especially 0 to 1. Like Peter Thiel is such a big deal. He's such a mainstay. Okay, let's open the floor to Q&A. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and type them into the chat. These could be questions for Kendrick, for Michael, for Edmund, for John, or Lloyd. Yeah.
Okay, Jen, we do have a question. Sorry about that. I forgot to take myself off of mute. Michael, how did you learn that women feel safer after video chatting their match versus chatting with them via messaging?
Great question. It was an assumption initially. I felt that just from when we were using dating apps, you would get people that you match with and talk to, but they were kind of hesitant to meet you in person because they're like, you're kind of like a stranger. But if I met a girl in, say, one of my classes and asked them, hey, you want to hang out later or whatever, then the success rate was a lot higher. So I said, how could we use technology to do that? So it was an assumption, and then we tested it with a lot of real people, and we saw the success rate go up. And then we interviewed every single user so far. Every single person that's come to our platform, we've interviewed them. And one of the big things we've heard from a lot of women is that this is a lot better than just a DM. It's more personal, and I feel more comfortable about the situation.
Great, thank you.
I actually have a follow-up question to you, Michael. As a startup, we all know money is important. And apart from money, what other resources would you like to have in order to grow your business?
I mean, I'm real scrappy. So that's a great question. I would say the main thing would be people. I think people are the most important resource. And when I say people, I mean advisors, teammates, fellow colleagues to help give advice and stuff like that. So if it was one thing I could boil it down to, it would be Sunstone University. The fact that there's a group of people that I could reach out to, like if say I was looking for somebody to join our team and they had a talent in marketing, I could ask certain people, hey, who do you know that is good at marketing? And I would be able to get an introduction fairly easy.
Great. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. One more question. This is a question for Noveil. First and foremost, great presentation. I'm curious to learn about your strategy to expand to other universities. How do you identify the next university, and what steps will you take to understand the user base at the next university?
Oh, okay. So our next steps are to find a dense area of our target demographic. So the closest one, because we don't have enough money to pick up and just go, is Los Angeles. So in Los Angeles, they have a lot of different colleges. They have a lot of generations of young adults who are suffering from these problems. And in order to get their attention for our product, we do it in two ways. One, we use social media, of course, because that's where most young people are spending a lot of their time, their free time. But on top of that, we have an in-person grassroots marketing approach. And we do that mainly because we can, and we're local in the area, and we just talk to people. At this point in our startup, we're still doing things that don't scale. And we know we can't talk to everybody in the world. We want to talk to enough people and get to understand them. So to really break into the next customer segment, we really have to do a lot of talking to people. We've actually already started. Talk to a lot of people because they may be different UCI as opposed to USC. So talk to a lot of different people and just understand what they're looking for, what they want, and then do our best to deliver that to them.
That's great. Thank you so much. I don't see any other questions in the Q&A, so don't be shy. Post your questions. Otherwise, we'll have Noveil's information posted up, email address, contact information, so you can reach out directly. Back to you, Jen.
All right, one last question from me before I turn it back. And Michael and Kendrick, I know we're doing the Stella Young New Venture competition in UCI. Sunstone is also working with Long Beach. Well, we have been working with Cal State Long Beach, and we have the Long Beach Accelerator. And everything we do is to help young entrepreneurs like you to better to facilitate your future. And then why do you think it is important for institutions like Sunstone Management to support programs like these? And then how do young innovators like yourself benefit from programs like Stella Young New Venture Competition and then the Long Beach Accelerator?
I would say doing well in a competition like that definitely gives you some wind underneath your wings and gives you a lot of momentum. Help builds confidence to go ahead. Obviously, the prize money is great too. And then the recognition. Those are definitely the biggest things. And then, like I believe I said before, the network.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the connection between events like the Stella Zane competition and the Long Beach Accelerator is just the people that have already been there and have had the problems we're having, and not being afraid to take advantage of those advisors.
And then one last thing I'll say that's pretty cool is, we just get to meet a lot of cool people. So just along the process, the advisors, the judges, everybody.
Absolutely. Thank you. I'll turn it back to Jay.
I think we had John. John, did you have a question?
Yeah, I'm loving this because I'm thinking through a lot of the points that are raised in the coming year. And let's just focus on one university campus right here in Irvine. What's one thing we can add this fall that would really help to create more awareness and more excitement and more engagement in early stage entrepreneurship? Just one thing that maybe each of you would recommend that we could do this fall.
I would say let's put a little bit of a pop culture aspect into it. Have maybe this is America, it's all about the show. If we had maybe some type of entrepreneurial, but like a pop culture figure come down and speak, maybe even like an artist, somebody like that everybody's aware of, and then they see the Sunstone banners everywhere and say, hey, we're having a competition, come on, come join. Yeah, make it real fun. I think that would gain a bigger splash.
And then I'm piggybacking off of Michael, after you have that event and you have the eyes of all these students, making sure to be consistent with our events to make sure that when I was going through school, I didn't really understand entrepreneurship, and I didn't really see it as an option until I went out and looked for myself. And if we could eliminate that step for other students, I think that would be a huge or that just being a lot of numbers and a lot of eyes onto entrepreneurship as a path.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I think we're back to you, Jen, unless anybody else has any questions.
Okay, well, if anyone has any more questions, you're welcome to throw them in the chat anytime. Thank you guys, you gave a lot of insight. Definitely, we want to be able to help, and you know, startups, they need all the resources that they can possibly get. So to recap what we do here at Sunstone University, we want to be able to provide that community, especially at the university level. You guys are just starting out, and we have these experts that we can give to you, any sort of guidance, any sort of resources to refine your business. We can connect you to accelerators. We were one of the founders of the Long Beach Accelerator. For those of you who don't know, it really helps you to fast track your business, and it gives you one-on-one guidance with specific mentors and funds, and obviously everyone can do with some more capital. And if you just want to practice your business pitch, that is another great way to get in tune. So stay till the end, and you can chat and interact with the Sunstone community. And before we let you go, some next steps for your entrepreneurial journey. Again, we'll put all this in the chat, so make sure to register for the next Sunstone University event on August 25th. It will also be at noon, so same time, still a Thursday. Follow us on social media. We're just under Sunstone Management. We've probably tagged Noveil and Michael and Kendrick here a dozen times, so you can also check out their LinkedIns and connect with them. Any other questions, feel free to shoot us an email at events@sunstoneinvestment.com. We want your feedback. We want to see what you want from us, how we can help you. How can we make things fun? What exactly do you want to hear? What guest speakers do you want? So let us know. And lastly, take a moment. You're welcome to stay in chat. Go ahead and scan our QR code. Follow us on social so you can reach out to us. I'm available as a resource as well. I'll put my email in the chat box too. So thanks again for attending Sunstone University. And as always, be a Sunstone.